Alright, I'm gonna JD? Hey, JD?
Whoa, hold on. Hold on.
You got cardboard cutouts on your back.
I do. Hold on, give me. There we go. Sorry, I was tripping for a second.
Oh, okay, got it. This your house?
Yeah. I built it. I realized that I needed to move it again since it's far. I'm pretty sure, like, areas, but I'm pretty sure.
A little
Realize, yeah,
empty.
it. I built this I just finished building the exterior like before the
Got
date.
it.
Yeah. Guess I
Okay,
even found the
well,
time to build this, to demolish the entire place and then build it here. So I
I mean,
think
it's nice.
yeah, I think it's in a better spot. It's very convenient, at least.
Yeah, I can see it from my house.
Anyways, what's up?
I wanted to walk and talk, you know?
Yeah,
Figure out some stuff, and with everything that's been going on and all of it, I just figured it'd be nice to have a conversation about everything that's been going
we
on.
haven't kind of got split up after the whole debate. So. How have you been since? Like,
Oh god,
yeah, it's a little bit of a
I'm so lucky that there's a shallow part here.
yeah. Can you
I
not?
can't swim.
Oh,
Yeah, I almost fell in multiple
yeah.
times
I
on
still
the
need
way
to
over.
make a bridge here.
Yeah, that would be
But
preferable,
have
because I
you?
almost drowned on my way to get to you.
I feel bad. I feel dirty. The debate. I feel like
The debate sucked.
it did. It was
That's
awful.
for sure.
I mean, we won, but we won dirty. Uh,
I already apologized to Jay about what I said.
that's I need to I need to. 'Cause I was thinking, and if it comes to the election, I want I want to be on Jay's good side if he wins. Slight chance. I don't
I
want
want to
to.
be on
I want to be on
Jay's
his.
neutral side.
I want to be on his good side if he wins, but otherwise, I'm probably gonna something.
What do you mean?
And I've just been. Yep. We have to set some laws in place. Once we vote on those laws, I feel like Jay needs to be sentenced to something.
I
He
mean, I think,
he can't just go scot free. He's done. I get that he's done right. I'm glad that he's dealt with the whole Sharma situation. I'm glad that he was able to think of that. But he's still taking action without my permission. The whole thing.
I mean,
Like, and I want to work with him with this whole thing. And I even it even if that means agreeing with certain things that I don't think is best, unless it's just downright awful. I if it doesn't hurt, I think it's best. I'm glad you settled things with Jay. Did you talk to Sai as well?
yeah, I talked to Sai as well.
Good.
Um,
I think it's
I
best that we
also,
just stay neutral or even good with them because
yeah,
I know they have the same ideas, but I feel like Jay's just not fit to run, and I feel like he just needs to spend some time in a cell. So
maybe not right now.
not
Maybe later when
now,
things are
later.
less hectic and
Yeah,
awful, and we
of
figured out
course
the
that
Sharma stuff, and we figured
that's
out
not my
that their
priority right
stuff.
now. That my
Oh,
priority is
speaking of Sharma stuff, I want to show you something at the town hall that I did. I was talking. I mentioned during the debate I want to get people's testimonies on what happened, and what they saw during all of the Sharma attacks and stuff. So I set up a little station where you can fill out a form and then
oh,
drop it off. We can collect them, sift through them, pull out all the ones that have actually useful information, and then pull them in for an interview to learn more about what they saw and what happened. And that way we have everyone's point of view. I need to
okay.
go around and make this more public. I just did this yesterday.
Do we think
Um,
we need to make it like a mandatory thing, like a quick mandatory thing? Say where you were, what you were doing during it all. Like, and if it's
yeah,
like private, then like you don't have to write it down. It's all gonna it's not gonna go public.
I put in here that each of these books has like a uh, if you agree to fill out the form, you agree to further investigation and possible interview on the information stated, so people know what they're getting themselves
I
into.
feel like this is nice to let the people do it. I think it though we do have to if we get nowhere, which I'm sure we'll have something. It's if we get
Yeah,
nowhere, we might have to like during another meeting of some sort have them fill this out before they come in.
yeah, but
It's not too
I
bad. Like
also
if they don't want to fill it out, then I can talk to them or you can talk to them.
I also had an idea regarding the town hall of, well, since Jayant is no longer a what's the big word? Government, whatever the
Constant,
fuck. Big word.
yeah, he
Yeah.
used it a
I
lot. I
was
don't.
I was thinking we could actually renovate this office area into a presidential office, and then actually have an archive back here of all of the
But
stuff,
wait,
and actually
uh,
use these. upstairs and everything.
I didn't even know we had an
Yeah.
upstairs. I'm not.
I was also thinking of building a basement for the more secure stuff, like all of the stuff we got from the Hell Tree and all of that stuff. It's in JN basement, which is somewhere that
Yeah,
people know about,
everyone knows where that
and
is. They
everyone
can
knows
mess with
it, and
it.
everyone knows how to get in there. And I want to get
And
all that stuff out of there.
now that it's not a governmental building, they can just go down there. There's no laws
Yep.
stopping them, and they like can get a contract or something.
I mean, it's private property, so
It
technically,
is
if Jay doesn't want anybody down there, then he can try to get people arrested for.
trespassing, but
Yeah, that word.
it's not nearly as severe as
Yeah, is breaking into a
which
government
I should
building.
have probably been harder when it came to that, but it was like everyone came down there. I can't just, arrest or fine all those people. I kind of just
Yeah,
have to let them off the hook with it. Just say, hey, this is a secret. You can't be done. Yeah, I like that idea. I
yeah.
think we should make the town hall something because it's really just been
Because
JN. Like
yeah, and
that's
this way there will be no bias on the government building, you know?
yeah, and I can definitely help out with that too if you really need it.
Yeah, I would actually like that.
Yeah.
Also, um, we should talk to Ven at some point about what he thinks we should do with Evergreen and what he wants to have done with Evergreen.
Yeah,
Because at the debate,
Ben
he
was
seemed a
he
little.
talked to me a little bit about it, and he thinks that I'm going in a good direction, but we have to actually. I'm gonna talk to Ben at some point about a full on plan. I talked to him a little bit
Yeah.
about
Because he
the
seemed a
debate.
little iffy about whole on researching Skulk and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
apparent.
I don't.
So the whole thing with Skulk is it's really contagious, really bad,
Yeah.
and
So does he want us just to like quarantine Evergreen so that
I'll have to talk
we
to him more
can't
about it. All
shoot
I
down
do
there
know
anymore
is that
or something?
I'm gonna have to talk to Sai a little bit about it, but apparently it's really dangerous, and if it spreads any way, it could just apparently someone else, I forgot who he said, someone else has a load of it, and it's in like its
I mean,
bad
there has
stage.
some of it.
Yeah, but I don't think theirs as bad as he said there was like a little thing that grows on them when they get really bad.
Oh,
I think it was MBS that he said like had all of it. Like MBS had loads of it or something. Like enough
got
to
it.
kill a
Well,
country's
yeah,
worth.
we should
So I
we should
do
chat with
we'll definitely
MBS
talk
or not
to
MBS. Well, yeah, we need to talk to MBS eventually. Find him
that.
wherever the fuck he is.
For all I know, he ran off. He got
You wanna go sit in the guild?
uh, um actually you guys were talking about a thing that you were doing in here the other day. It was
Oh
the
yeah, we
whole
have
thing.
a.
Oh uh
Hey Asher.
oh hey, what are you doing back there?
Bartending.
Bartend.
Oh, so you guys left like a dead bone in here.
I
How
don't.
long has it been since you cleaned this place out?
Jay was the
Has
last one to get a drink from
I
there.
was about to
Jesus.
say,
Well,
has it
Yeah,
no.
ever been?
Hopper had one yesterday.
Oh,
that's probably why.
yeah,
We
Judy,
don't
this was the.
really have anyone running that. This is nice. I don't know why Jay would you out for this. You were here before closing, right?
Yeah, the place
And
hadn't closed yet. The doors were
this
still
is
unlocked. All the lights were
fine.
on.
And technically speaking, with me being president, this doesn't belong to him. Like the guild doesn't belong to him, does it?
I don't think the knights are for Marigold, not for Jay. They're not the knights of Jayant. They're the
Yeah,
knights of
Jay
Marigold.
doesn't
So
have. Yeah, that's weird.
Garlic
Yeah,
bread?
I think this is great. I
sure.
don't.
I baked it fresh this morning.
Ooh,
I got yours.
thanks.
I think this is nice. I think we make more memorials like these. I was talking to it with Puffer, I think, a little bit about on top of the explosions and stuff. We have to make. We made one for people, but
I mean, as much as MBS doesn't
uh,
deserve it, if it's true, you probably should still make one for him, considering
well, as bad as
Yeah,
people are, death is still death. It's awful. It's an awful thing, and no one deserves to die unless like
eh,
it depends.
debatable, but
I understand that you have situations with some people, but it's just a it's still an awful thing. Like, well, yeah. You said you were bartending.
yep,
Yeah,
someone has to do it.
I mean, I guess there's not many people that drink here anymore, are there? Other than Puffer.
There's a few people. Ran into some of them. Ven came by earlier. I told him to
Yeah.
leave. Shouldn't be drinking.
Well, that's something I gotta talk to people about too. Is like, so actually, this is a perfect time. If you're really wanting to do this bartending stuff, I think you'd be a good fit.
I mean,
'Cause
yeah,
you seem
considering I
to,
wouldn't drink it.
you can. I feel like you've kind of owned up for what you did. I feel like the people have forgiven you for the most part. I mean, you haven't been killed on site yet. I kind of, I didn't even tell people I dropped that. So,
If I don't hurt them, they don't hurt me. So, still need to clean this place out. There's chicken bone.
uh, well, I think this would be like around this. I think you can moderate people gently when it comes to it. Now, if Jay gets back into drinking, call and tell him no.
Tap them with the head with a
Ah,
shovel. No, 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 no,
Not
no, no,
that,
no, no,
not
no, no,
that.
no.
okay.
Listen, listen, listen. Not murder. Just a little, like bunk them
Okay.
a little bit.
Only if it's self
If
defense,
they get no, 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 no. If
which
Pupper gets a little bit too ding, I'll just give him a little tap on the head, like not even a
uh,
hard hit, just a boop.
just a wake up call.
Yep. Just like
Gotcha.
get up, leave.
Uh, yeah, if you that I kind of also want this area to be more of a safe spot with the glowstone because I feel like if there's any place that
But
because
you're
I know
making that illegal.
only because I want to start using it for medicine. People will get really upset if I like outlaw it completely. But I'm not. Here's the rule that I want to come up with, and YB, I wanted to talk to you about this. Is I want to try and make this a whole thing here, where in the guild, like you can do all that stuff because it's in the guild. If something goes down, it be stopped immediately. There's probably there's someone always on guard. For the most part, it looks like everyone's. Well, yeah, we kind of need someone on guard. Yes, we
And
don't.
plus, Sharma's not here anymore, so we can actually use
Yeah,
this place as a conventional hangout spot instead
Actually,
of.
yeah. I don't even think this place was meant to be
is
like an.
there an age for drinking here? 'Cause Pupper's
Eh,
Not,
17.
not written.
there really should be though.
Really should be.
Maybe make Puffer wait one more year until he's
I,
like
I was
uh,
about to say
legally an adult.
the drinking age should at
I,
least be 18.
yeah. It's not been a thing that's come across my mind. There's been so much going on. I need to still figure out. I don't even know where the prison that Sharma's at is. Like
I mean,
I need to
I mean,
go see if it's
considering
a
I know where only one other prison is, there's a
I
chance that
I
they
tr-
could be
I
there.
trust Sai with the whole situation. I just need to make sure it's safe.
yeah, also, the two of us should at least know where it is.
Yeah, that too. Jade didn't talk to us at all. Even with me being president or vice president, I still need to know. Like, which I'm glad that you came the other day to that. You really helped out with that. Um, yeah, I think being a bartender here would fit you. I think it'd be nice.
Yeah, could be something. These lamps are out of tune though.
Do you
Yeah.
need more coal for that?
I'll get more.
Okay. Um. Well,
Just
heck.
if it come, don't if someone comes becomes aggressive, try not to kill them. The one rule, don't
If
kill
you
If they
kill
people.
don't stab
someone,
me, they
If
if
you
they don't
kill,
stab me, I don't stab them.
well, hear me out. If they start pulling swords, then try and get the other people to help you strain
Oh, if
them,
they
and
pull a
then
sword, then that's fine. I don't care. If they stab me, though, I'm gonna be
I
honest.
understand that. Just don't kill them. Like
I will
you
try.
can try to make it equal.
I will try.
Unless
Reasonable
you're
self-defense or
reasonable
whatever it is.
self-defense. I'm probably gonna make that a whole thing because I heard what happened with Jay, which I still need to talk to you about. That was a whole thing. I don't know how to go along with that honestly, but I think I don't think Jay should have done that much. I feel he enjoyed himself. Well,
I feel like he enjoyed stabbing me when I broke into his house, but eh.
I mean, you did break into his house. I
I
understand
threatened to kill
that.
him. I'll say
I
that out loud.
understand that too, but I don't think he should have just started swinging. You didn't. You threatened his life. You didn't do anything.
Oh
You
no, I
threatened
didn't do
his
no
life, but you
offense.
didn't. You like verbally said that you were. It, it's a situation that I gotta. Of.
It's fine. Just drop that one at this point.
I can't keep dropping stuff though. That's the thing. If I keep dropping stuff, then people are gonna not want me
I mean,
elected. Is
technically, if I don't charge files on him for charge
this
him
would
with
be
it.
like a third thing I've dropped for you, Asher. If I do.
I mean, Asher has a point. If Asher doesn't press charges, then there's nothing that we can do.
Forgive and forget.
Yeah, that's true.
Considering
It
I
kind of
don't
was
want
an
him
equal
stabbed again.
scenario. Asher broke in, so Jay went overboard, and we don't have it written down yet. I guess can't really be a whole thing yet, at least. Yeah. As long
You know what?
if you want
My
to press,
payment from Jay. I want a muffin from Jay. That is what I would like. A muffin.
I don't think Jay's gonna give you a. I'm not.
Oh,
If
nah.
you do want to
I'm
press
just joking
charges, I
around.
understand. We can make a whole case about it, though.
I am not known for pressing charges.
Understood. That just makes my job easier, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could be a bartender at the guild, and can, and if you need to use weapons, don't use like giant axes or swords. Use what's like given to you at the guild. Nothing too insane. Don't kill people. Try and restrain them. Last last thing you need to do. The last thing we need is someone to die here. After that, then I'm probably gonna have to, whether or not it's a whole thing, because I'm gonna have to close down the bar.
Oh no, not the bar. At least it's fun here.
Well, you can move it elsewhere if you want to. Like you can start your own bar elsewhere, but you get what I mean. We haven't
Well,
gotten to
it
that
doesn't produce
scenario, so
wine.
well, yeah. I
Well,
guess you can work
you know
here.
what? Actually, JD, have a seat. I mean, YB, if you want to sit here for this too.
Okay.
Listen, this is gonna be a strange thing considering, well, one of you.
Sorry, I couldn't see you.
You broke the plant!
No, I moved it.
I'm sorry, Fernando.
You named the plant?
I named all of them.
I'm so sorry.
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay.
What what was up, Asher?
Well, one, I feel like I'm seeing things, but okay. Anyways, I know it's not very popular for me to be very thoughtful of the knights, considering I have, you know, degraded them on multiple accounts.
Have a little bit of a history.
That too. But I was thinking, and realistically, if you think about it, it does make sense. Because out of most of the people in Marigold, I am the one person who won't stop and most persistent. That I must be high or something. Puffer must have slipped me glowstone. Um, I don't know. You guys do know that there is back in Marigold. Why we told YB yesterday, me and Buffer.
I
Yeah, I meant to tell you that, JD, on our way here. There have been multiple spottings of
But
there.
speaking of that,
gotta get a
I would
neighborhood
like to
watch or
apply
something.
to be part of the Knights. I know it's a very weird thing.
I think it's a good idea.
What?
Hold
I was
on.
sitting here ready. I was
Listen.
gonna make a whole speech, YB.
I
Okay.
was ready for you to have to make a whole speech.
Okay.
Okay,
Hear me out.
I am.
Not yet. I think it's a good idea. Not yet. I think you need to redeem yourself a bit more. I think you start off with this, the bartending in the guild, and then over time you can go train with them, and then at some point, be a member. I think slowly but surely you can regain everyone's trust, and I think you'd be great as a knight. Like I know you're really good at fighting, and you know your way around decently well. You're a
I
good
mean,
navigator.
also I could technically legally do something about there then.
Yeah, of course. Worst case, I'm probably just gonna have it to be if you see there, report him his last sighting or whatever. Wait, so maybe have they with there? Are they like? Is he just walking around or?
I mean,
More like stalking.
It, you can also get messages around decent as well as a bartender. That's something else,
Yeah.
and that's good for a guild where people like to round. Um,
I
yeah.
mean, I can also get information for you two.
So try.
Especially considering if Jay decides to do any fuckery, or, well, actually, really anyone.
I think do bartending for a bit, and then you can start being a knight.
Alright.
I'm sure bartending will give you a bit of experience because there's gonna be fights. There are gonna be people who are just upright angry. I think you'll get a little experience for how to deal with certain situations.
No, that's
And
fair.
again, the do not kill
During
anyone. The
interviews,
last thing
I
you want to do in the worst case scenario is kill someone.
that is only if someone else is gonna be killed, I will step in.
Right.
Not
But
physically
even
maybe hurt them, but then just stand in front and make sure they don't get hurt.
that's what I like to hear. Yeah, I think this is good. I think for
um,
now you're one of the lower ranks, but I think you are technically a part of the knights. I don't think you're high enough rank to go out and on adventures and stuff, but if you do see some form of crime, what was it like? Never mind. Saya told me the joke or something. Some bad back then. Uh, yeah. I guess if you need to enforce the law in any way, do it right. And yeah, welcome to the Knights. I'll get
Woo! I mean, I was expecting whole
there.
effort
Can't really make you a
or something.
uniform. I'm sure we have spare uniforms elsewhere. I'll definitely find one for you.
So, like, there's no interview or anything? Like, you can easily do this?
Well,
Please tell me it was not this easy for, like, Koo, Ace, and Puffer. Because, like, if you're gonna trust anyone, I would not trust those three. As much as I
they've
love
also been
them.
knights for a while, and they've also helped out a lot. So they haven't done anything big for them to, or at least for my no. Who's a little iffy. Um, again, I haven't had the chance to talk to. I don't think I've talked to them very much. I've talked to Puffer a little bit, but that's about it. Not even about night stuff. I don't even know what he does on his off time, or any of them do. But yeah,
I,
welcome.
I mean, Puffer gets high and then gets stabbed by Rain, but that's a whole nother story.
I um
It didn't happen in Marigold, so technically, legally, nothing can really be done.
Yeah, I think this is also a good time because you could probably have a good input on this. Um, we're gonna try to get, as I said before, we're gonna try to get the laws written down on like paper, like so people know what the laws are and how they are supposed. And I know
Yes.
size laws are similar to what we have, but I feel like they don't have a full thing. I'm trying to be peaceful with people. I don't want to be aggressive. It's a whole thing with the whole there in MBS situation. I feel like Sai had the right idea on what's supposed to happen. I just feel like it was executed poorly. He was freaking out too much, and he should have been a lot calmer in that situation. Understand he was upset that about what happened, but it ended up making their kind of run.
Bring them to the guild. You can have a nice talk. I can serve you guys, and then I can sit over here and
I
play with my fingers.
want we can come to an agreement on what laws should be and what they are.
Um, I actually was gonna. I have a lot more things that I want to talk to you about.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, this is later. This is later.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
did
even know
want to.
where they are. They
I do, and I did want to pull them into this conversation eventually, but Asher, I don't know if you should be here for that conversation.
I can serve you, and then I can walk out and do my own thing.
That might be for the best.
All right.
Um, Jay had some ideas for some things that he ran by me, and I like the ideas that he has, and he wanted to run them by. Well, he wanted me to run them by you, but I honestly think it would be better if you heard them from him himself.
Yeah, I know. I think it'd be better. I know people sometimes misinterpret things, and it's happened before where someone's relayed info to me for like the first time ever, which I'm glad people are actually relaying information to me now.
Yeah,
But
and
it kind of gets misinterpreted times, and it's said one way and it's meant to go haywire.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
at some point I would love to hear from him what he has.
yeah. Uh, I think honestly I should probably go get them now,
Okay.
so we can have this. Because a lot of the things that I want to bring up revolve around both of them and all of us and everything. So I honestly think it would be for the best if I just go get them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
Uh,
perfectly fine.
you stay here. I'll be back.
All right.
Uh, yeah.
All right, see you in a
Bye.
you and YB seem to get along well. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've
They're a kid, and I learned that. They don't deserve all the shit that's been going on.
and it's
Actually, realistically, I don't think they should be even remotely allowed to get in charge of any sort of government. They are just a kid.
I don't mean to be offensive, but that's are kind of the reason why they're vice president.
Oh yeah, no, I
It's
understand.
more or less a whole I
They
feel
have good
like
ideas.
I was young when I got into somewhat power as well. Not as young, but I was a general for a while back then, like a few years ago. But I was also this is I've been vice president twice, and I guess this would be first time being president. So I have a little experience. YB's kind of been sitting through the whole thing, which sucks, but it also gives YB experience in case something happens.
Oh yeah, I
YB needs
know.
to take control.
Like I think they would make a great one. It's just the idea of a child
It's
being vice
also
president.
I also understand that they're young, but it's also a whole scenario that like YB's probably the best fit for a vice president. Like I can't think of anyone else who would run the country like YB does. anyone else I can really think of other than Psy, like old Psy, maybe. It's
Did you know they go by Simon now?
yeah, it's a whole thing. Had a whole new like makeover.
I mean,
And
they're a Jay Cock writer as of the moment, so
yeah, funny. A few days before that, screaming at Jay, hated his guts.
and then again, at least they're being nice to me, so
That's true. Doesn't seem like you and Jay are getting along though.
I was gonna apologize to him the other day actually.
Uh, I don't.
And then I decided after I went to him and told him what Thayer was around, I decided he doesn't deserve my apology. At least yet. He basically refused to just because he was in a pissy mood, it seemed like.
He's in a whole bunch of pissy moods recently. I don't understand.
I mean, I get it. You lose your power in government, but
I
dude, you didn't
understand.
deserve it in the
He.
first place.
What makes me so pissed off at him is he tried to make an example by with the whole MBS and Dare situation by not helping out at all. He just sat there, and then after everyone left, he said, "What are you gonna tell your people now?" And
Oh,
then
even I was up doing something. Even the
yeah,
rest of the
like
people were
everyone was
doing
trying to
things.
do things. Jay just sat there. I tried to get mid. I just didn't. I can't really
There
get
wasn't much
hurt.
you could do.
I can't really get.
He had a stasis chamber. He
He had a
was gonna
stasis
get
chamber, and
away.
they had like axes and stuff. I guess it was over quicker before
Sai's
I can
not
even.
listening. Yeah, Sai's not listening to anyone. He had a
No,
stasis
he
chamber.
gets.
If they would have grabbed them, it wouldn't have mattered. He would have teleported away.
Which I feel like grabbing someone is still the wrong thing to do. I understand it's like they killed someone, but
I mean,
that's just
the
gonna make
worst.
them want to run away or try to protect themselves. They're freaking out. Like I'm sure if like you had killed someone and we immediately just started running after you, like that would have been like
You probably would have at least had multiple arrows into your.
exactly like it wouldn't not have ended pretty.
At least me
That was
before
the
I met
best
him.
situation. With what Sai did, he just plays things reckless, and then if it doesn't go his way, it's just
Yeah, give me a second. I have to write something down for what we need.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I guess. What's going
Oh,
on?
I don't think
there's
there's
no one
anyone.
here.
Okay.
Hold on. What's
I
Good
don't.
what's
afternoon, JD. We thought we saw someone.
JD and YB are seeing things. JD,
What?
J and YB are seeing things. My apologies.
Anyways.
Asher is writing some minute. Hi, you have your arm back or Looks like it.
It's still synthetic. It's just
It
I made it to look like the real thing this time.
it looks nice.
Thanks. I put like way too much work into it.
Well, it looks realistic at least.
Yeah, trust me, that wasn't the hard part. It was
YB
the tattoo.
told me you guys wanted to talk some things, and I also wanted to apologize for everything the other day. I kind of just want to drop the whole thing. I know it it was kind of played dirty on both sides.
What
And
do you mean the
it
YB
the debate,
thing?
the all of it. It's
The debate was a huge waste of time. Everybody just went at each other's
yeah.
throats anyway.
More
I
so,
feel like the
debate
debate
is
shouldn't have even been held because we were all so at each other's throats in the
I
first
feel
place. It
like
would have just been a recipe for disaster.
I feel like this is the first step on fixing that. I feel like us talking and agreeing, no yelling, no arguing, just trying to get to an agreement of some sort is the best thing.
Well, that's what we're here for. Me and Jay have an interesting plan, and I'm hoping that we
Yeah,
could talk about it
it
here.
it's about what to do, Sharma, right? Come on,
more
the
specifically the followers, but yes.
All right.
And we're hoping you can hear us out on it.
yeah, of course.
I'm not taking any credit. This is Jay's plan, so
Thank you, Simon, but you have just as much to say as I do. But
So
so
what's your whole plan? Also, I before we start, I at some point can I at least be let known where the prison is? I haven't been told where any of this is.
how do you not know where the prison is?
I
MBS never showed you.
MBS, is it that prison? I thought you guys built a whole new one like for Sharma specifically.
No,
you'd
it's
be
just
surprised how
right
big.
beside the training grounds,
Okay,
or
well,
what used to be the training
I'll
grounds. I
have
guess it's
to check
closed.
that out later.
Right.
My whole thing
Well,
was I just wanted to be let known about.
Well, here we are. We want to let you
Yeah,
know about something if you're willing to
absolutely.
listen.
No, of course. Right ahead.
So, looking past all the ugliness of, me not telling you about, the moving of Sharma and what I want to do next with Sharma, Simon and I have come up with a plan as to what we can properly do. And with the help of YB, that's kind of why we got this council with you.
Yeah.
I hope you can understand how we, felt it was best we went through YB first. Because
I understand, and I'm sorry for snapping at you the other day. I just needed.
I feel like everybody was not in their best
No,
place.
especially after the whole. It was just
Even I would admit I was a bit hysterical, although I still stand by my point that somebody should have helped me hold him down,
I
regardless of
understand
him
that point.
teleporting away.
I stand by my point. I feel like we should have gone with that. But we'll talk about that later. The Sharma thing.
Right.
So, as you know, Sharma's currently fine. I'm not exactly sure how I can really go about it now that MBS is out of the picture, supposedly. But Sharma, from what I last heard, was only fed the day before the election. Sorry, the debate. And, MBS was kind of in charge of that, and I'd be going in to see him whenever, it benefited me. Him being down there is going to be an issue because we still have to keep track of, him. With
Right.
MBS gone, somebody needs to look at after the prison, and specifically Sharma. And
Right.
if I'm assuming that nobody's seen MBS since
We even went to Asphodel where
I don't know exactly what to think about MBS and what exactly he was wanted for. I just know how severe it was.
it,
But we cannot trust him. Should we find him, I think it's within your best interest, with the Knights as well, to find him and capture him. But to not put him in the prison, because he mentioned to me that he knows every in and out of the prison. So putting
right.
him there,
No, it's just it's letting him.
Sharma cells right beneath us.
I think we need to just
His old
make
one.
we need to make a cell specifically for MBS, and once
Well,
we
there's a
Well, we
vacant one
could
right below
use.
us.
Yeah, we could just use Sharma's cell.
we could do that
This
too.
one's now vacant. Sharma
Of
now has
course,
his own
we'd have
designated
to.
one.
Keep in mind,
Of course, yeah, we'd
I
have to make it
also,
more
if we
livable.
do find him, I don't want to scare him off. I want to try and gain his trust and peacefully take him in. Worst
First,
comes
we
to
How do
have
you
to
worst,
find him
gain his
and
trust?
see if he's even alive.
takes time, but what I was trying to do.
Time.
Just have to talk to people. Can't just immediately jump to trying to immediately take them in. I just
See, but
Can I ask that about why Asher is apparently now here?
Yeah, I don't
um
understand
so
what you mean by this.
Asher was talking to me about the whole thing, and he wants to help with trying to find there. And with apparent the whole outbreak of drugs and stuff, I feel like instead of full on banning the drugs and alcohol and all that, I think Asher has proven to be good with limiting people on that. So for now, I'm just having Asher be a bartender here and making sure nothing bad happens.
Wouldn't it be
Alright.
best if you
Sorry, I
ran
was
that?
taking inventory. Would you guys like garlic bread and water?
I'm
Because
fine.
we're out of meat and stuff.
I'm fine.
No, thank you.
Wybie?
I'll pass.
Okay.
Thank you though, Asher.
All right. I was told I should head out when this conversation is happening, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
thanks
wait
for
outside. I'll just be
yeah.
out there.
I'm just I feel the best thing to do is with Asher trying to be better, to just be on his good side, gain his trust, don't do anything to resent.
Why are we going into this with the knowledge that we have to just hope he doesn't go kill again?
Yeah, I agree. I don't understand why we should give him the chance to redeem himself when he's already made multiple reasons why we should do quite the opposite.
I understand that, but I want to
Might
try.
I also add that we're not giving Jay much time, much of a chance to redeem himself, and he's done
Well,
arguably a lot
okay,
less than Asher.
that's why that was the debate, and I want to drop all that. I feel like Jay should also be able to redeem himself. Same goes for Asher. I feel like if you cause crime of some sort, you should be able to redeem it, unless like it's just
I
awful.
don't know. I feel like the
Like
desertion and
it's
murder are two different crimes
again, it's
that should be held into two different
JD,
degrees.
if I may, think whatever you want of me, whatever, going from back then on what I've done and then what I've done now, which, yes, is pretty bad once I was fighting with Asher. But I will gladly go to prison and serve a sentence as long as Asher does the same, if not a longer one.
It makes
What
sense
do you say
that
about
both of
that?
them are held accountable.
I
If you're a
understand.
president now and
That's
you want to uphold the law and you think that people can change through actual prison time and not just a week or two like Asher's had, you'd put both Asher and I in there for a month. Longer, even.
I understand that. I'll get to that later. Right now, we're trying to discuss Charm. What I did with Asher is gonna harm anyone. As you guys have been seeing, Asher isn't being violent. For the time being, I'm trying to make him feel welcome. And so far, the town's gained he's gained the town's trust as well. For the
Okay,
most part.
that's very valid and all, but why do the rest of us, Marigold specifically, have to tuck our literal dicks between our legs and cluck, just hoping that Asher just, changes overnight and doesn't go killing his friends even? Because apparently he's killed his own friends too. And as far as I know, we're not his friends. Maybe YB is, maybe you are, JD, but
Takes time to see, and if he shows signs, then yeah, I'm taking him out. I've already told him that it's just bartending, Jay. It's not
We're
like
not. I don't think Jay's angry about the bartending. It's just that the whole morality of the situation doesn't make much sense in the first
and I
place.
understand that, but right now we're talking about Charlotte. We're getting off
sorry,
track.
but it's worth talking about. I can talk about Sharma if that's what you prefer. So, about Sharma. He still needs care. He
Right,
needs food, he needs water. He's just
of
not leaving
course.
the cell. We
And
can't afford to get him
obviously,
out.
we also can't afford someone that we don't, trust to be doing stuff like that either. Now that MBS is completely out of the picture, which was
And
originally Sharma's caretaker.
Right.
Yes, and the fact that MBS knows everything about the prison, and if he ever wished to, he could let him out
I think we
if he's
need.
alive.
I feel like Karma. I think we need to close down that prison. I think we need to find a new area for Sharma to be, not in Marigold. I feel like this should be somewhere a little farther away from Marigold, not too far.
Whoa.
A little bit away. Build him a new cell, a new prison, somewhere that MBS has no ties to.
But then again, MBS could be watching us right now because we all are aware. I think all of us are aware that MBS's favorite activity is
True.
watching people and collecting information. And MBS isn't, MBS isn't stupid. If MBS must know that we know that he knows about the prison, which means he must come with a conclusion that we are going to move Sharma to another one regardless. So he could be watching us. So if that is the case, we would have to, I don't know, have somebody that has absolutely no ties to MBS whatsoever build the prison in secrecy, rather than him having the possibility of watching us while we go and do it.
I find someone to. I can. I have an idea on where we can have a location. I don't want to say now, but I'm thinking of.
I mean, we could always have someone like Ven.
That's true. He's
Ven has
be,
we
almost no
trust-
ties to MBS.
Do we
I-
trust Ben with building a place for Sharma?
We could just make it so that he doesn't know who it's for.
I don't
Or
think either of
I
us
think-
know the guy well enough to trust him
I
with
don't
such
think.
a delicate object.
I don't think. Hold on. I don't think we need to be keeping secrets from about it. I think we should let know that it's a cell for Sharma, so he knows how to go through with it. I think Ben might be. I'll have to talk to him about it. I plan on talking to him soon about skulk stuff as well, which I do also need to
Well-
talk to you off the side about.
okay, I only bring it up because there's not a lot of people in Marigold that MBS doesn't know about, and
No,
the
I
two
know.
people from Evergreen have the least amount of ties to us up here.
Ben being
So
the least, because I know Reigns had a few.
right, and that's the first
From
person
what
that
we
comes to
know.
mind.
Yeah, I think Ben might be a good pick. I'll have to talk to him again though. I'll have to see what his intentions are, if they're good. I'll try and find an area, more secret. Let him know what's going on.
Well, that is, of course, if we actually do go through with this
Yes, this
particular
is
idea.
all going through with this idea. But
And if you should go with this plan, when would you do that? Post-election, or as soon as possible?
as soon as possible. I understand with the MBS situation just happening, could be going right now to the prison. So I need to let this, which I doubt he's going. He probably, but or
I mean,
if he's going at
yeah.
all, I feel like I'll talk to Ven later on today or tomorrow about it, and we can start building right away.
Well, luckily, I actually know how to actually open up the doors now. Same with Simon with the prison.
Yeah.
We know how to get
Right.
down there. So when we have time, we'll take you down there just to show you him if you care
This
to
also
actually
begs
see
the
him.
question of, do we move Sharma back here temporarily?
No, that would be even.
I think
Like I said, if MBS is watching us, him knowing that we moved him back, which we would not be able to move him in any other way but the
if
bracelet.
MBS is watching
Well-
us, he'll know that we're moving Karma. He'll know when we're doing.
If anything, YB is
Okay.
right. Temporarily, maybe, but we'd have to have
What
more
if
security than
we
we've ever had it.
what if we move someone who we dressed up to look like Sharma from the
Okay.
prison? I mean,
No,
Sai,
I didn't think about
like-
that.
you kind of got the similar
Yeah.
hair to Sharma. If we put you in clothes that look like Sharma, have your head down the whole time, or like a cloak or some,
You
like-
yeah, you were talking about old world stuff like contacts. If you know how to make those, like we can make some your eyes look white, or you can just
Oh,
have your eyes closed.
my eyes can change color.
Oh, they can.
Oh, well then we
I
can just
wait,
do
are your
that.
eyes cybernetic too?
Yes, they are.
Oh,
I've mentioned
that's
that they
cool.
are.
I didn't know that.
That's
Hold
why
on,
I
I
was
think
able to
we're
see through my hair.
I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, sorry.
MBS might not recognize Simon as Sharma, but we also are being watched, maybe even more than MBS, by the followers themselves. They know Sharma the most. I'm sure that they could look at Simon
Yeah,
and distinguish whether or not that's him or not.
That's
MBS
true, but then
MBS
again,
might
if
not
that's the
even be
case, then they
the.
would know where
Plus, there's a
Sherman is
clear
now.
height difference, and the guy's a bit more slim now because of 6 months worth in prison on
Right.
only bread, right? So
It would be a huge risk. While a clever idea, then that also begs the question: does MBS even have intentions of letting Sharma out?
That's
Of course, you
true.
can't take that risk, but then again, if you think back to the debate, he wasn't hostile until there showed the proof that he was a murderer. That was only when he dropped
if
the act.
MBS is actually alive and walking around Marigold or wherever the hell he likes to walk around, we have to be constantly thinking about what does it take for him to actually
Not
go out
just
and free
that.
Sharma?
Same thing goes for them. If they know that MBS is not around, they know the prison's unprotected. The followers could be planning on attacking the prison and taking Sharma, knowing that no one's watching it.
And there's also a couple more points to put out, like the fact that we don't know if MBS may actually be working with the cultists, as well as we don't know if Rob has ties to this at all, being as he was a political candidate with MBS.
Right.
We might
Like I
actually
said,
have to send
Rob,
people to Sandrosa.
I think we have to go find Rob. Rob was there for the vice president segment. He left during the intermission. He wasn't even there to see MBS throw him under the literal bus and say that he was mentally unstable. I think we might have a clue to finding MBS if we talk to Rob, if he's here in
Probably.
Marigold or if he's in Sandrosa.
So, what's the first step to this? Trying to find MBS, and
The first
Rob.
step.
or hold on. How about I'll get back to you, Sai. Sorry.
No
How
problem.
about kind of split up? Me and YB talk to Van about building this prison, while you guys try and go find clues.
I think we should
No.
start with Rob.
Yeah, me and Jay could track down
Yeah,
Rob
well,
first things first.
that whole thing. Yeah, you guys go talk to Rob, and I'll go talk to me and YB can go talk to Ben, and we can
we
kind of
can.
can
Yeah,
work on this.
we can me and Jay, tell you what, I'll send you to Centrosa, and I'll look around Marigold.
Okay, I can do that.
That way, if we were to contact Rob, we'd be able to keep him from going to another place. Like, let's say not only MBS is a murderer, but so is Rob out of nowhere. Then that would mean he most likely has access to this teleportation that MBS has, which, if I'm thinking, maybe one of the places he would teleport to get away from me if I found him in Marigold would be Sandrosa, and then Jay would already be there. It's just a risk factor. That's all.
Yeah,
It does make the most sense. I like this idea.
Yeah,
if you
I
two
think-
can talk to the mayor of New Evergreen, and then Simon handles down here.
I
and then
think
can...
I think we set aside our differences for a bit and we start working together. I think that's
I
the
think this
overall.
takes utmost
Yeah, I
importance
think
over any political shit to begin
absolutely.
with.
Yes.
Absolutely.
However, I do want to also, point all of our fingers in the direction of the followers specifically. That's one of the
That
plans I
too.
wanted to talk to you about.
I feel like the followers are the most important right now, but with the protection of Sharma with Sharma being vulnerable to take right now, I feel like that's also high priority. I feel like both are equally high priority. And
I need
we-
your consideration for a plan. And if you want us to work best well together, I think, if you could hear me out.
What's the plan?
We have the Knights of Marigold. Regardless of what we think of them, they are peacekeepers. They, as much as we can sit here and discuss how much of, an actual importance or how, maybe, looked at as not as important to certain people that want to do bad things. Anyway, the point is that we have the knights. I think we could use them to helping figure out who's even a part of the followers, how many there are, and where they are. I
It's not
explained
even a
this to
matter of
Simon.
power.
Yes, I've explained that to Simon that I think the best way to do that would be to send in an agent, specifically a knight that we can trust, to go in and act as if they're trying to establish contact with the followers to quote unquote switch sides, if you will. It has to be someone we can trust and someone we know
Are
that isn't
we
around too much.
wait?
that we can
So
send.
are we sending someone to convince them to change their ways?
I'm
No, we're
hoping we
sending
can.
someone to gather information.
Yes,
Okay.
we're hoping to have an agent go into the followers and hopefully maybe be a part of them.
All we need to know is how many they have. That is the first thing that comes to mind. And if we could get them into the bigger ranks, then we hopefully get an idea of their numbers. We can make a plan accordingly.
What happens if they're found out though?
That's the
If-
issue. That's the liability. That's what I
We
need you to
can't let them
consider.
find out. We can't put somebody like that in risk. So we have to consider every single angle possible.
The followers are no dummies, and based on what everyone's told me about what you've been dealing with while I was absent, was that they are very well planned. They're
Yeah,
smart.
very.
They know how to do things. So what I'm suggesting is literal. We'd have to get this agent to literally be a part of the followers. Get them
They
to
need to be
convince the
convincing.
followers, and I hate to say it, maybe come back here and blow something up.
True.
We
have to be willing to think about
Hold-
whatever the
hold-
followers could force this
hold on.
person.
We're talking about putting.
I know how it sounds,
I
but realistically, what other choice do we have? It's the only way we can actually
I
figure out who's a part of this.
think I agree with you.
I think we should send Ku.
Hold on. I think who might be our second best bet right now. I
Who
feel
would
like
you presume over Ku?
I think if we're able to find MBS, if we're able to find MBS, we're able to convince
MBS?
him. If we're able to find MBS and
No.
we're able to get his trust back,
I think
MBS is off the table.
both of those options are completely unreliable people.
What, Ku?
Ku is too much of a presence. Despite even living outside of Marigold, I just know that the
Also-
followers know of him.
Who also
Al-
is having a whole
yeah,
moment.
that too. Who's also been in
We
and
cannot
out of.
trust his
That is
mental
exactly why I think Ku would be a perfect pick, because of all the people, Ku might actually be able to convince themselves that they are truly a part of them.
Okay, and
That
then what
way we
happens
would-
if Ku accidentally ends up and what if they manage to convince Ku to actually join their ranks and then they have another person on them?
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that they would actually join them, so it's
What-
absolutely the most convincing. My plan is, hear me out. My plan is to send him in there thinking that he is just going to play a part. Eventually, maybe he gets convinced to actually join them. My idea is that we place tracking on him. I know where he is at all
Wire?
times. Not wiretap. I'm talking legit implant tracking device. I have a blueprint. This sounds overly convoluted, but think about it. If he does, in fact, come back to actually enact violence, we would know where he is and be able to capture him before he actually does anything. Then we
This
can get the
cannot be
information we
discovered
need.
at all.
No,
You would
of
have to hide it
course.
so well that these people can just pick pieces of him off of.
But you
whoever we send.
have to understand the only real chance we have at this is having them convinced 100% that he wants to be a part of them. And what
So-
better way to
what
do
what
that
I'm
than
saying
have
is
someone
that
do it?
what if they get, suspicious? Are they going to hurt whoever we send in there? Then we're
Yes.
looked at terribly. I know
Yeah.
what we have to think of, but I'm just saying, these people are not going to mess around.
Yeah.
Right.
If they're even.
I don't
they're
want to
even
put
people.
anybody in danger. If I had a say in this plan wouldn't even be considered.
Sorry,
But
give me-
we're
give
running out of
me-
options and time.
Give me one moment. I'll be.
I know the idea sounds stupid. Having one of the people that we want to be trustworthy join the opposite side. It is frankly dumb even for me. But we're running out of time and options, and we don't have a lot of people to use otherwise.
If I'm
I could
being
think of-
honest, I think we need a knight who's been here longer than most knights. Longer than Puffer, longer than Ace Adoni, longer than Ku.
And we can't send Ku in there. I don't
I don't think we can
trust
send Ku in there.
the fact
Okay,
Ku has
that's
had
fine.
too many changes in how they've acted and who they are and everything like that. Too
That's
much
fine.
has been going on with them.
You know what? I didn't even want to send Ku. It was just I'm trying to think of any possible option that leads to the least amount of chance of being caught. If you guys have a better idea, I'm welcome to hear it.
You know who I think?
What?
I have 3 names. Well, maybe actually 2. Sam or Richie.
What? They're the leaders.
I don't know. I still don't think they've been around much for the followers to really consider them as, threats the way they would look at the 3 of us. JD too.
I also kind of forgot that Richie is a part of the Knights.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah, I barely see them around.
They're
Richie,
always knee
Richie
deep in
manages the
paperwork.
guild. Sam is always scouting. Sam and I, did talk prior to the debate. Sam is, doing some of his own stuff. So he may not even be well, I don't want to say trustable, but trustworthy. But if he's out there, the followers could easily see him, rummaging about whatever he's doing. If it's someone like Richie, however, people may
I
not
don't know.
see him as the type to, stick around here. Maybe,
You know what? If you guys think that's a much better idea, I'm all for it. This is your guys' plan. I'm just trying to think of
No, you're here
every
sitting at the
possible step.
table. You get to comment. You get to, criticize what any of us say. I'm just throwing names out there. Of course, we still
Well,
have to convince either or whoever we can manage to, wrap up into this mess that, could cost them a life.
personally, I think the only realistic option here is to send someone in to legit be a part of them, someone that does have a chance of betraying us. It has to be somebody who they can absolutely convince they're not there for information. These guys are not
Besides
stupid.
Ku, who comes to mind? Ku is not.
Asher.
You want to send Asher to become part of the followers?
I don't want to send Asher to become part of the followers. Of course not. Like I
That's
said,
probably
I'm
what's
not
going
that
to happen.
dumb.
Sorry about that. I
Okay, but
thought I saw
if
something.
if we send Asher in there, there's the possibility that Asher starts teaming up with the frickin' followers,
Asher?
and
I don't trust that at all. I don't even want to hear
Hold
his
on.
name in this
I would
conversation.
much rather
Yeah.
throw Richie.
Hold on.
Would much rather put Richie in there.
I
JD?
would rather
Hold
not
on, wait,
risk
what?
someone's life who can't keep up the charade. That is all I'm
Sorry,
saying.
we've been still talking, JD, while you're gone,
No, you're fine.
but we're
We
talking
come to
people. What?
who have you decided? Like,
Well, no, we're just throwing names out into the bowl.
okay.
I don't think Asher is at all fit to do anything like that. We cannot
I
trust
don't
that.
I don't
I don't even want his name in
I
that.
can understand that. Yeah.
I feel like you guys don't understand the situation we're being put in here. We don't have the
Simon.
luxury of trusting anyone. That's not something we have. Either we put somebody we do trust who would not betray us and risk them losing their lives because they lose the charade.
You're talking
Or
as
we
if
put-
Asher's with us.
No, I'm not. You misunderstand me. I would
Well,
much
no,
rather not do
because
this at all.
I don't see
Like
another. I don't see another way around it. We need to find out who they are, how many there are, and this is the best way to do it. Point blank.
I agree, but I don't want to put anyone in danger, especially somebody as important as Richie or
No, of course.
especially Sam.
Not Richie or Sam. Both of them are
And if they can't keep up their
they
charade,
both
they're good as dead.
both of them are big investigators with this whole situation, especially Sam.
Sam, I did mention the name, but upon more, thinking about it, he also has been doing his own thing, and I know he's been around rummaging around the outskirts of Marigold. So there's a good chance the followers already know who he is completely.
I think
I suggest Richie because he's usually cooped up in here, or he's not really around. He does his
And I
patrols,
agree
and
with
that's about
that.
it.
I
still
honestly do. That is a smart choice. It's just I
Richie-
don't want to put Richie's life in line. What if he can't
Richie
keep up the
is
charade?
also one of the most original members of the Knights, and despite me not even talking to him much or seeing him like once since I've been back, was enough for me to consider him an option. We have to risk that something could happen to him, but we also have to consider the possibility of something good coming out of this. He lures out the followers. We find out who exactly is behind all this. That's our best bet, and I want you all to really consider Richie as a candidate. I hate even talking about it, but someone has to. Someone
Then
has
there's
to
the old
suggest it.
problem of Richie not even wanting to go through with it in the first place, and then what? What
Yeah.
do we do
that's-
then?
Then we figure out someone else.
Richie is the best pick right now.
And if
Okay,
Yeah,
Richie
but
so-
if
says
Richie
no,
doesn't want to
then,
do it,
He's
then
candidate.
we come back here and just brainstorm again.
I
we're
want to
running out of
say.
people.
I want to
mean, if
say
it
we
has to be a night.
ask for someone to volunteer, but I know Asher's gonna be like, "I'll do it," and I don't want Asher to be.
I think we should ask Richie. If Richie says no, we come back here and we broaden our choices.
Okay. Instead
Respectfully,
of
Asher's at
that,
the bottom of the list. I have
Asher
to say.
is Asher's at the bottom of the list. As much as I'm trying to regain trust for him, I don't think he's got that much.
If you
Ku
guys say so.
Ku is mentally unstable, and
Who's mentally
I
unstable?
would
MBS
still
and
send
Asher are
Ku
both
over
out of
Asher.
the off the. He could, I don't know. He was.
Like I said, like I keep saying, it's not a matter of me wanting to send in these untrustworthy people. In fact, even if it was Asher, I wouldn't want him to get discovered. All I'm saying is that we use them actually joining their ranks as our advantage. That's all. We could do so much if they don't believe that they're actually against them. If we use Richie, there's always the possibility of him saying something that they don't believe, and then they immediately kill him for treason. I feel like the easiest way to 100% make certain that they won't kill the person we send in is for them to actually legit join them. That's all I'm saying.
Of course, yeah, but I don't know.
Yes, it's of course it's super risky.
This whole
hell,
plan
it's
is
pretty
super
stupid.
risky, but it's also the only thing we have right now.
That's what I'm saying. We don't
We don't have time to
I
come up with
believe-
anything else.
I don't
Thank
even
you.
know. I don't know if Asher would even want to join
Me neither.
the followers.
I hate
It-
I
thinking
mean,
of
his
this.
entire
is a
thing is
possible
helping
death sentence.
Marigold.
I
He
know,
doesn't,
and it
like-
would
No,
put their
Asher's best interest is whatever benefits him and people who blindly follow
Okay,
him. We're not looking past that.
Buddy, I'm sorry. What about Meredith?
Meredith is a
No,
good pick.
Meredith has killed some of them before.
Oh, true.
That
She was hunted
Yes.
down by them. They know her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, fine. Ku is mentally unstable and Asher is too untrustworthy. What about Moss?
Asher
Moss is
wouldn't
in the
let
night.
that. Asher wouldn't
I-
let that.
But Moss doesn't have ties with anyone basically except for
True.
Asher.
I doubt Asher would let that even happen. Asher would cause war.
Can the four of us look at Moss as a viable option to send towards the literal lion's den? I don't know if that's an option.
I don't think so.
Moss is too
Just-
chaotic for that.
I
don't
don't
think
think
that works.
anyone that we choose is an option personally, but we have to make a choice.
Hey,
What about
raising my hand here, Richie.
okay?
Again,
Richie's on the
get it.
list. We're gonna ask him at some point. We're just coming up with a list.
I think
As
he's
we
the
go.
first up on the list.
He's first up
Okay,
on the
I'll
list.
tell you
Not
what.
around.
We come up with a list. We ask, so we find someone who's willing to do it. We go down the list.
Okay,
Richie's number one
so-
right now. How about
yeah.
Puffer?
No, not Puffer.
I want to send a miner in.
That's stupid.
Puffer's too new, and I don't know.
Again,
He's also
I think
a literal child, so
our only two options is to send somebody to play a charade or send somebody to actually join.
What about Ven?
Gonna be building the.
mm,
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's possible he has absolutely zero ties to Marigold, and maybe they could give him probable cause to hate us.
I don't.
Okay, tell you what, so I can have a compromise. It doesn't matter who you guys pick, I'm putting a tracking device in them.
Okay.
listen. There are three people we can utterly not pick from. People that we know we cannot trust.
You can't pick.
Asher Wisp,
Can't pick.
Chapel, and Meredith.
Yeah.
Meredith and Chapel were both hunted down. They are clear targets. They may even be more targets than Sharma or even some of us here at this table. What if it's really not Richie that we can go with? What about someone like Lucky?
Lucky is
Don't. No, I don't.
shy, not radical
Ex-
at all.
We need someone who's more talkative. Someone who can actually like get along with the people
I
there.
Not
still think-
talkative.
Well, You know what I
But
mean? Like someone who can fit in well, someone who's quiet and to themselves isn't gonna. They're. I don't think they're gonna fit in very well with them.
I don't know. Listen, I'm all out of ideas. I'm not gonna just blindly throw somebody that we can or can't trust into literal depths of danger. I'm going to take every possible security measure that I can make, no matter who we choose.
I say for now, we just ask Richie, and if Richie says no, we come back and we do this again.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm getting a headache from going around in circles and throwing out names.
If you guys genuinely think Richie would be a good pick, then I'm not against you.
I think Richie
just-
could handle it.
I'd just rather not risk Richie's life like
That's
that.
yeah. I
If
just
if
I don't think we
I mean-
have any other options. The other options we do have aren't good. None of the options we have are good. Richie's just the best out of all of it. Hell, if I wasn't number one victim, I would go myself. Or number one target.
I don't know. I really don't I don't want to argue. I just do believe that sending in someone who wants to be there would actually be the best option.
I know, and I'm not gonna make Richie. I don't want to make Richie do this. He doesn't want. But
I guess we'll see.
really,
I
hope
think
he-
I think that's the first person we talk to, and if Richie really doesn't want to be a part of it, or if we can even find the guy, then we can start moving down the list. But there's 3 people I'm saying no to.
No, I know, and well, none of us really either. Us.
There's no way any of us are getting in there.
I
Well,
don't know.
besides JD and I,
Yeah.
Simon and YB, you two would have to do some real good
Well,
convincing. if
YB's
you guys
also
are
been
to go in
targeted
there.
by
Exactly. That's what I'm
Sai's the
saying,
only one that
convincing, 'cause
hasn't.
At that
So
point, they know who YB is. I'm just saying, like
True.
Simon too.
first
Guys,
I
They
guys, guys,
must
guys.
have
There's
seen
out here. There is right there.
What?
He's
Huh?
right here.
hold on.
He's JD. You see him,
Hey.
right?
There.
What?
Wait.
Hold on.
Jesus Christ, how do I not have an Interpol this particular time? That's why.
Did he go through my house?
I'm gonna
No,
try
he
and
went
loop
around
around.
the
I'm gonna
back
try and
and
loop around.
And this is what he did when me and Puffer were chasing after him.
What?
How's he just around like that?
I don't know.
He's got access to Ender Pearls and the mass.
I thought I was seeing something. Then he hit me, and I was confused.
Oh, I don't see him.
I think we lost him.
Fuck. God damn it.
I hate that he's just toying with us like that.
Okay. At
What
this
he
point,
did was he sent a teleport that way, and I went
There.
that way, and then he was already over there.
Where?
Can you? Okay, no, wait, hold on, wait, by the fucking tower.
What tower?
Where?
Mojave?
Wait, all the way over
Mojave
that tower?
Yeah.
Is he up there?
No, he fucking. I don't know where he went.
Well, we know that there has been watching us. That's just great.
Yeah, another man who watches. Yeah, exactly what we need.
we need to
Oh,
find a better
fantastic.
area to talk about this stuff. I feel like the. Hold on.
Well-
Where are you at, YB? I think we
Credit where
lost that.
credit's due. Thank you, Asher, for at least letting us know.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. I wasn't gonna let him get away. I thought.
Do you
he was-
think?
I was
Do you think that's
thinking-
who we've been seeing the whole time?
Yep.
I doubt
I
it.
swore I
Oh,
saw.
would be
some-
No, I
pretty
saw
fucking
something
bold.
walking on the stairs going up to the guild.
Do you think
Could've
that
been
was
him, though.
there? I think
Jay, I don't
there's.
think he's
Yeah.
actually that ballsy enough to go up into the place that we were all.
All right.
I
Did you not
think.
just see him in
I
front of the
think.
doors?
I
mean, he
think
had-
there's. I think
He's
at this
toying.
point there's running from us at this point, and that's resisting arrest and all
No,
other
what he's
things.
doing is toying with us. The
That
way he
too.
set all that up.
He's setting stuff up. I think there's just a warrant out for his arrest at this point. There's no questioning. Just someone sees him, he's to be placed under arrest.
You're the person to do that, JD.
That's my
Look to you
call.
to do that.
That's my call.
Guys, there's villagers here.
They're just
Villagers.
they're just
Yeah. I
Oh.
know.
bystanders, I guess.
Dude, these guys get dealt with on the daily. Don't worry about it.
They think this is a small village, but it's
Where do I begin?
YB.
I'm by Shai's house. Sorry.
So, an idea for this, a good compromise. YB's thinking of expand. I don't know if YB's
Well,
told you.
don't say anything.
Yeah.
They could
Okay,
still be
okay.
watching.
You guys
Yeah.
are right out in the open.
Okay, could we go back and find somewhere else to talk? I don't know.
Here, follow me, YB. I think you know the area we're talking about.
Does that mean I can go back to my bar?
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Asher, for telling
Woo!
us. You can go get that all set up how you want. Just make sure it's regulated.
I have a place that nobody knows about that we could talk.
What?
Besides
There's
the
only
amount of
one
people
person who
there.
knows about it.
Okay. I mean, we can go.
Follow me.
What is there more to talk about regardless?
Well, hold on. We might want to be secretive with this, so
Just watch your bags. I'm hoping that it's enclosed. That way
It
we
is.
can watch the entrance.
we
It
gotta
is.
set up security systems in multiple areas.
Good. This is someplace that only what Azazel used to know about it. Lucky knows about it. That's it. Citrus knows about it because it's in our house. Come on in.
And I feel way more energetic when I'm at your house.
Yeah. Go ahead and close the
Jesus.
door,
I got it.
and then come onto the second floor.
Oh shoot!
All right. Stand here and just walk at the wall.
What the what?
And then just go down.
Okay.
I think I'm actually just gonna stand guard out here.
Well, now I lost you all. Where?
Are you in my house?
Yeah.
Did you go in?
We're on the
I'm
second
on the
floor.
bottom floor with all your chests.
No,
No,
come
we're on
up.
the second
Up
floor.
second floor.
Oh.
Come here. I stand right here and walk forward against that wall.
You guys are willing. You guys are
Please
welcome to
come
continue the
in with us.
conversation. Why? I have to make sure that there isn't listening in on us.
Okay, nobody's
think
in
he
my
followed us
house.
here.
You don't know that.
Plus, we can hear. This is way, way, way down. It goes down for a bit.
Whoa,
Nobody can
okay.
hear us down there, and we can hear this open.
All right,
on.
fine.
Can
if
I
you
just
say
be the
so.
one to suggest the idea that, like the followers there is also probably capable of
What
having
is
invisibility?
this?
Oh yeah, there might be some. Just ignore this stuff. Yeah, just ignore some of the stuff that's down there. Oh, whoa. Okay,
What
yeah, that's
was
one way to get me
that?
down
That's how
there.
that works.
That is
Yeah.
the stasis chamber.
That's a stasis. Okay.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
So what? You throw a
Never seen that
pearl
before.
and it just sits there?
Yeah, you throw a pearl and it just sits there forever.
And
And
I'm-
then
That
So
felt like the best
so
thing
you-
to do. I wanted to see one happen live.
yeah,
So
I
you
can-
have a stasis chamber.
yeah. Hold on, let me go get another ender pearl.
So you do need another person to use it.
Okay.
Or you can set it up on a
I
timer.
guess I can talk about it here. YB was thinking of doing a thing in the town hall, and we can probably build a little meeting room that's, like, guarded.
You want to get out of my basement there?
You're kidding me.
Anyways.
You're joking.
Okay, well this place is already compromised. We haven't even been here 5 minutes.
I mean,
He has no way in. at the
he has
very
no
least.
way in.
Oh, he'll find out a way once you're
He's
not home, I'm
gone.
sure.
Doesn't matter. I wanted to capture him anyway. Whatever. That is exactly what I was just
He's
talking
just
about.
toying with us.
I should have been standing guard. Maybe I would have gotten him. Jesus Christ. I need to stop going against my own judgment.
So yeah, that just sits there forever.
You just close it, and
If you wanna,
don't you need a second person to do that, or?
you can set up the trapdoor with redstone, make it timed.
That could explain why he was so hectic during the.
Do you think he Do you think he properly organized the debate and sped people up
I
based on
think
how much time he thought he had left?
I mean, he
knowing
was freaking
there
out about the time.
he was, and knowing there he plans for things. He probably used that debate to just out MB.
I don't really care. It's pissing me the fuck off that there could
It's
toy with
whatever.
us so
Anyways,
easily.
If he's
I
capable
think
of this, I have to, make it known that he's probably also capable of having invisibility. I said this, but whatever else. And of
Every
course, I don't
single
want to
time I
suggest he's a
see him,
fucking follower, but
then him and MBS are probably number one on the list right now, potential followers, just because
maybe.
of how they're moving around. Maybe MBS, but definitely there. Anyways, I feel like we should come back to this conversation after we talk to Richie. Um, this is just temporary for now, but I feel like next time we meet up, we should meet up in like the town hall. There's the upstairs area that we don't use, but we can make that into like a little meeting area that has a security system. No one will be able to listen in on us or anything. And I can set it up. I gave an idea to Meredith about using noise. So if anyone walks through it, it makes some noise.
It's cold in here.
It's far in. Well, maybe if you
Yeah.
had a shirt on, wouldn't.
I don't have a lot of clothes.
Just,
you need more clothes?
Just saying, Si. Just saying.
Honestly, kind of, but
I can
I
make
haven't
you
really been
some.
bothered.
I've been meaning to sew up my jacket. I can
I
make
got
you some
3
shirts.
pairs of pants, 1 t-shirt that's ripped, and
I'm
1
making you
jacket.
clothes. There is no argument. I'm making you clothes.
And dude, these sneakers, Jesus Christ! I think
I
they've
will
got
get-
holes in their holes.
All
don't
right,
you have a whole nice
You-
uniform though?
you're
that
gonna
you could
come
wear?
by my house later today. I'm gonna get your measurements and I'm gonna make you new clothes.
Clothes are older
Yeah, I
than
have the
you.
Knights uniform, but I'm not gonna wear that every day.
I don't know.
Plus, if I
always
wear it
use
every
them,
day,
so-
I'm gonna ruin it, just like I ruin all my other clothes. I
I'm
mean,
just saying, as one who
scientists.
doesn't have one, I would wear
Okay.
it. But
I think we should wrap this up here, knowing there's lurking.
Yeah, I would actually
we
want to
let's-
go look for him right now.
yeah, let's plan on meeting up to talk to Richie at some point, maybe in the next day or two. We'll talk to Rob and Ven.
I will
each
probably
separately.
talk to Rob either tomorrow or the day after.
Same with Ven here. I can set up something with him, I'm sure. And then I think after that we can talk to Richie. Or we can talk to
I don't
Richie
like this.
later.
I don't like any of this. I don't like how theirs evading us. I don't like how MBS is hidden, and I don't like how Rob disappeared during the debate. I don't like
MBS
this.
is either
It's-
hidden or he really is dead because nobody can find a trace of him.
I doubt that he's dead.
I don't know.
People who
Right
die
now,
tend to come back.
Sai, we have to take some risks.
I also think we should do that thing where we bug Asphodel. Like I was mentioning
That too, yeah, for sure.
Bug theirs house, bug Asphodel.
Okay, we
I've already
like-
worked on it.
okay, let's
Okay.
give it, let's see, assign
I have a-
ourselves.
I have a little game
So-
plan, yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, if you want to go with yours.
Ugh.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. JD and YB, you two go to New Evergreen and convince, Ven, maybe even Asadoni, who apparently lives over there, to help out. I know he's a bit of a newer knight, but perhaps he'd be willing to help out. I will go to Sandrosa, or look around outside of Marigold, and see if I can find Rob. Simon, your job, if you want to say it.
I'm looking for Rob here.
Yeah.
He's gonna look for Rob here. So yeah, never scratch that. I'm just gonna solely go to Sandrosa. He will stay here in Marigold. I think it would
Okay.
be cool if YB and Simon team up and go to Asphodel and go bug Asphodel properly, while you and me, JD, maybe eventually we can go pay, Richie a visit together, and then go check up on Sharma and make sure the prison is up to our standards, not MBS.
Yeah. I think
Sounds
that's a
fine
good
by me.
that's a good plan.
And then we go from there, depending
Huh.
on, Richie's acceptance or not.
All right, I'm glad we all talked about this and someone got our
Are we all good on this information?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we're cool with you, everyone listening to me, of all people?
I mean,
I just have to say it.
I think
don't really
wanna
care.
be
I don't
misconstrued.
I think as long as we have a plan, I think that's all that matters. I don't
I don't think it matters
I
who's in
think
charge as
it
long as you
doesn't
know what we're
matter
doing.
who's in
I don't
charge.
think
It's
anyone's in charge.
not really. It's kind of we're all just going on along doing tasks. So
Fine by me.
just
You know,
stick
the
to the
less cold
plan.
shoulders, the
Don't
better.
and
You know,
okay,
right?
everyone be safe because we're all gonna be splitting up and by ourselves, and we're all also targets to the cult. So
Correct.
stay aware. If you need to bring a member of the Knights to for more of the less confidential things, do so. And yeah, I think this is where we go off and start planning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will
I'll
make
set up
plans to
a
go to St.
meeting
Joe's
with
in the morning.
Ven, and I'll go set up a meeting with Ven.
Oh, I have some things to do tomorrow, but Rob will be there, hopefully.
Yep. And if I find him in San Jose, then I'll talk to him there. If not, Simon and I will eventually meet up and we'll figure that out together.
All right. Glad we all
Cool.
were able to come to an understanding.
Yep. And then once we're all done our individual tasks, or once you two specifically are done with New Evergreen, then you and I, JD, will go do the Sharma stuff, and then YB Simon go to Asphodel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this
Should
is.
we all like shake hands and go like go team or something?
No,
No, I
I
gotta
think
keep going.
yeah, I'm gonna go set up some stuff with Ven because it's a different town. It takes a little bit to set that up.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah,
I was mainly joking, but
yeah, I know.
best of luck and try to stay alive, guys.
I'll see you later.
Yep.
Man, I didn't know you're a fan of play modeling.
I cannot believe
yeah.
there was following right behind us.
I'll see you
And then
later.
I said that I wanted to watch, but
Real quick.
You fucking bastard.